Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. So remember we were talking about Warren Buffett and that the share price is never a true reflection of the valuation of a company. In the case of our own NIO, we know that to be true. We know that to be true. And based on all of what the company is doing, as well as future projections. So I think you guys will find this video informational, but also inspirational. NIO was last trading at $7.13. At the time of this recording, it's 13 cents down. However, first let me give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Larry Morena. He says, I'm right. You're right, Mitch. I work in a large casino in Ontario. He's in Canada. People love free stuff. They will drive for hours to get their free robe and blanket. It works and it doesn't hurt the margin. So that was the last video I did where I was talking about how we're going to be giving free battery as a service for a certain period of time for new customers, and how it was a genius. It's a genius idea, because once people see how beneficial and how amazing this service is, they're going to subscribe to it, and we're not killing them with the price either. So also what I wanted to say was this: depending on who you listen to, the Western media will take something and spin it to where something that is amazing, they will have you think that, and I'll give you an example. If two countries are fighting a war, they will tell you the country that's winning is horribly losing, and the country that's losing is way ahead of the game. And people will believe it. It's called lack of critical thinking. We live in a society now where people can't use their own logic. So a good example of that is they said NIO, one article says NIO races ahead. November deliveries soar 12.6% to 15,959. This was on Benzinga, and that's great, and that's accurate, and that's true. So it also says year over year rise 33%. I hope you guys are listening. We're not looking at the monthly, we're looking at what we're doing. Are we growing year over year? 33% rise to 142,026 from the previous year. And this was on Benzinga. Now, watch the difference. Investor Place. All the news says investors will lose. Again, Investor Place. No end in sight for the NIO stock. So this is just to give you an example of how it depends on who you listen to. They can spin. One article can give you the facts and the numbers. The other one will give you, oh, this is bad. This is bad. They delivered 6 cars less this month than last month. So let's get into the delivery numbers. NIO delivers 15,959 vehicles in November, which is pretty much close to what we delivered last month. At the end of November, NIO's year-to-date deliveries stood at 142,000, like I said, and 26 units, up 33.14% year on year. Now, that's not 100%, right? So some people might say, well, oh, you know, Xpeng is selling blah, 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 1,000 more than us per month. We're selling high-end, premium, luxury EVs, superior technology, superior quality. Some of those EV companies are selling plastic-looking matchboxes. So you decide if this is bad or if this is good. NIO delivered 15,959 vehicles in November, essentially this close to what we delivered in October. The monthly deliveries were up 12.56% year on year, while slightly down 0.72% from October. So we were down from October. So some people, oh man, that's bad. But what happens when we delivered more in November and when we deliver more in December? Because traditionally, and you can Google this, you can look it up, NIO always sell more cars coming down, especially in December. The monthly deliveries were up 12.56% year over year. The battery electric vehicle maker delivered 10,545 SUVs and 5,414 sedans in November, according to its announcement. So NIO's year-to-date deliveries stood at 142,026 units at the end of November. The year isn't over, guys. Up 33.14% year on year. Its cumulative deliveries since inception were 431,582 units. What do you guys think is going to happen in the long term? I'm not speaking right now to the instant gratification welfare culture type mentality that wants to make money overnight. I'm not talking to the shorts who understands very well what's coming and is spreading rhetoric to have more people sell. I'm talking to the educated investors, my subscribers especially. What do you guys think is going to happen when these 3 more companies that are in talks with us to sign up to do partnerships with us? What do you guys think will happen to our delivery numbers? What do you guys think will happen with our company as a whole as we merge? And I'm saying it first here, as we merge and become a giant. So this is what I'm looking at, what the whales are doing, and this is why the whales buying the dip. This is why the whales like Bridgewater and Associates, like I said, jumped back in not long ago and bought again. NIO will announce its third quarter financial results on Tuesday, December the 5th, before the US market open. And I spoke about that. Deutsche Bank, Edison Yu said, we will not exceed, but we will pretty much be according to our lower end guidance. We will not be less than our guidance, but we will not be a lot more than our guidance. Now, what do you guys think we should do if the stock goes down under $7 due to that news? What do you guys think we should do? I'll tell you what I'm doing. While the sheeps are running scared, I smell blood and I'm feeding. The warrior mentality. Because from my past experience in the stock market, like I told you guys before, when the market is fearful, like Warren Buffett said, the Oracle of Omaha, we buy. But we're buying based on what we see the company putting in place. What Prince William Lee is doing by moving the chess set in place for us to become a behemoth, a giant. You heard that right, a giant. We buy. So NIO entered into partnership, like we know, with Chang'an, with Geely Holding on battery swap business last month. Next, the company will continue to promote cooperation with other car companies on battery swap. It said in a post on its WeChat account. Earlier today, NIO announced the car purchase benefits it is offering, like I spoke about in the video I did this morning, where it will give, it also added 16 showrooms and 138 swap stations globally in November alone. And as of November 30th, it has 142 NIO houses, 320 NIO spaces, and 2,270 battery swap stations worldwide. Now, do you guys think we're going to double that number next year, 2024, with the partnerships now helping us? Perhaps triple it? I think so. NIO founder, chairman, and CEO William Lee outlined plans for organizational optimization in an internal letter on November 3rd that will reduce positions by about 10%, saving us money. Lee said in August 29 earnings call that the NIO brand will have no new product launches next year, except for the Alps, but will have regular facelifts, upgrades, just like the gas guzzling companies. We will have upgrades every year. That is outstanding. But we'll have regular facelift. Those words have reduced expectations for the upcoming NIO Day event. However, Remember, we're releasing Alps. Remember, he also came back and said we are looking at things on a 2-year basis, not a 5-year anymore. So the company will unveil new product and model at this year's NIO Day, which I spoke about that. We're going to also reveal the multi-purpose vehicle. No one has seen it yet, but it's probably, I would think, probably a pickup truck. Rivian. Let me speak into the mic when I said this. Rivian, Ford F-150 Lightning, here we come. Be afraid. Be very afraid. So on August 13, a vote by NIO community users revealed Xi'an, Shaanxi province in northwest China as the host city for NIO Day 2023. I'm excited. A date for the event has not yet been set. So we still don't know the exact date for NIO Day. I'm really excited to see that multi-purpose vehicle. I'm really excited to hear about probably some of the new technologies we'll be coming up with and are ready to be released in 2024. I hope you guys are excited, because as the shorts come out and spread fear, making you think it's time to sell, like I've said before, guys, I've been in the market for a long time now. I've made my mistakes. NIO is not a mistake. I used to buy, and when the share price fall and I listened to the negative rhetoric, I used to sell and panic, and I lost money in the beginning. Now I study what the company is doing. Excuse me, guys. I listen to what Warren Buffett said and I follow those metrics. Now some people would say, well, did Warren Buffett buy into NIO? Warren Buffett has made his mistakes as well, just like all of us. He missed the boat on Bitcoin when he could have increased by billions. He still says you don't believe in it. But we all know that this might go to a lot more in the